How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jovani. Over the last few weeks, things have been really crazy. I haven't filmed much, obviously, as you guys know. In the last video you guys saw, I bought this giant RV, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek on that one. So here it is. This is the old RV that we bought. I went ahead and fixed the floor here already, and this is just kind of where we're at. It's a gigantic mess. Nothing too crazy going on. Literally, we've just ripped everything off the walls and off the floor. And then I repaired that piece over there too, as you can see. And if you guys haven't seen the video yet, this is a 1976 Coachman Leprechaun 24 foot RV, Class C. Got it for dirt cheap and figured it'd be a fun project. It runs and drives. It has a small block 350 with a 400 transmission, I'm pretty sure. If you guys haven't yet, go check out that video right here in the corner. There, I don't remember where that is. But what I really wanted to give you guys an update on today is old Spagooter here. The spaghetti hauler, the truck that can fit so much spaghetti. Honestly, it's been parked here for a little bit, and the reason why is because it's just not running great. You guys might have seen the videos where we've put a Holley Sniper on this thing and had some issues with Holley. They sent me out a new one, and I put this new one on, and I've been using it for a little while now. It runs fine, just that it's not, I guess, tuned in, it's not dialed in, and that's probably my fault. I just haven't had time to like actually drive it around and calibrate it and do all the things that you need to do on these units. So it's almost a paradox, right? I need to drive it more to get it to work right, but I don't really want to drive it because it doesn't work right. So it's just been kind of sitting here. I use it if I have to. It's just that I'm having some issues with it, other than just the Holley stuff. Like, I'm having overheating issues. The other day I took it to the dump for a quick load. The line was long. Sat for about 30 minutes idling, and the thing got up to like 230, 235 degrees, which for me is a little bit hot. I know that's not crazy for a big block, but I'm just having a lot of issues with it. I've been trying to kind of think of something. I know that I want something better for this. I want it to be more of a, not a show truck, but you know, just a nicer truck with a good powertrain and all that stuff. So I've really been going back and forth in my head. Like, do I want to LS swap it? Do I want to just get another big block and throw it in there? Do I want to pull that big block out and rebuild it really well? Vice Grip Garage has a square body pretty much identical to mine, other than his is a single wheel, mine's a dually. And they did a really nice LS swap on theirs, and I was like, dang, I should just do that. But I just feel like with this truck in particular, it has to be a big block, right? It's a big block truck. It's got to stay a big block truck. As much as I am the LS guy, I just really don't want to put an LS into it. It's just, everyone has done it before. I know you guys say the stuff all the time. Everyone does them before, blah, 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 blah. They're a dime a dozen. So I really don't want to go that route this time. So in my eyes, for this truck, there's only one thing that can replace a 454 big block. And that is a newer 454 big block. Yeah, that's right. I went ahead and bought another truck. Ever since I bought old Spagooter there, I've kind of been fascinated, enamored by GM heavy light duty trucks. 1 tons, 3/4 tons, 1.5 tons. And yeah, so this is kind of a gem. It's a 3500 HD. It's an old body style, so this is a 97. So the big difference between the 3500 and the 3500 HD, as with most truck lines, light duty truck lines, you have your 1500, which is a 1/2 ton, 2500, 3/4 ton, 3500, 1 ton. Like Spagooter there, that's the 1 ton. GM decided to add an HD variant, and basically this thing is a medium duty truck packaged in a light duty truck package. You could tell that by just looking at the frame. This thing is absolutely massive. I mean, look at that frame. That's a medium duty frame, basically. The frame is specific to the 3500 HD. It's completely unlike the 3500 or the 2500 trucks. And this thing is just beefy, man. Just absolutely beefy. It's a tank. Dual rear wheels, giant mud flaps. Really nice 12-foot bed. I originally had just bought the truck, and it kind of sat there for like 2-3 months because I couldn't find a tow truck that would actually be willing to take this truck about an hour away from home. And I originally just bought it because I honestly was just going to scrap it, take the engine out and scrap it. But I mean, this thing's kind of clean. I'm not going to lie. I kind of could use a big 1.5 ton truck like this. You know, door handle's messed up, whatever. I'm not even going to really go in there right now. Let's see. Okay, yeah, not even gonna go in there right now. But yeah, I saw this thing, and when it got here, I finally kind of looked around, and I'm like, I really want to keep it, but I need this engine. So you know, priorities as usual. I'm going to be taking this engine out of here, putting it into the spaghetti hauler, and then finding something to put in here. Maybe a diesel, that'd be pretty cool, or just finding another Gen 6 big block to throw in there. The engine on this runs fine. The truck only has 100,000 miles, and the only problem with it was that the transmission was blown. It's a 4L80. Fortunately for me, I actually do have a 4L80. Let me show you guys that. So now we're back at my 1954, well 55, but it's a 1954-5 Chevy pickup. If you guys are longtime viewers of the channel, you'll know this truck. This is Legacy. This is my dad's truck, my grandpa's truck, my great-grandpa's truck. She's just been sitting, hanging out, waiting for her turn. I know I made a video on it not too long ago. Parts are expensive, boys, and it's gonna take a little bit of saving to get this thing up and running. But what Legacy has is Legacy has a 5.3 liter LS engine in there, hiding in there. You can see it. And what it also has behind the 5.3 is it has a used, I pulled it out of a junkyard, hopefully it works, 4L80E out of an express van. Let's see if I can get down here low enough to show you guys. You may or may not see it down there. But yeah, definitely a 4L80E. And it may seem a little bit counterintuitive to rip apart another truck after ripping apart another truck to put into another truck. But I've always wanted to manual swap this. Now, part of the reason why it's sitting here is because I decided last minute that I did want to just go ahead and manual swap it. I was going for the cruiser kind of vibe on this at first. I wanted it to be a mean street cruiser, but I also wanted it to be kind of a track beast. I wanted to be able to run, you know, at least a 9 since it is a twin turbo LS. But I just thought it would be a lot cooler if it was stick shift. So I had gone with the automatic because obviously automatic, you don't have to do anything. It's pretty simple to run good numbers on the track, consistent numbers. But I just decided, you know what, why not? Let's just go balls to the wall. I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna buy a super nice T56 Magnum or TR6060, whatever is more available. And we're just gonna go balls to the wall. LS, TR6060, T56, 6-speed, 5-speed, 6-speed, 6-speed transmission, and just go absolutely bananas. Hopefully we'll have a really fast stick shift car, you know, be able to get into stick shift classes and whatnot with that. And maybe do a little bit of drifting. I don't know yet. I don't know. So again, just to recap, we're going to pull the engine and transmission out of that truck, which I have now named the Rigatoni hauler, because Rigatoni is bigger than spaghetti and heavier than spaghetti. And that truck can carry more than, actually, to be honest, this truck still carries more. But we're going to call it the Rigatoni hauler. That's the name of it, I've declared. Anyway, we're going to take the engine and transmission out of the Rigatoni hauler, out of old Rigatoni. Take the transmission out of this truck, which I hope is good. We're going to take the risk and just hope that it's good. Put that engine with this transmission and put it into the spaghetti hauler. This engine and transmission still work fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to crate this and save it for a little while. I'll probably build this later on, make some kind of street motor out of it. It's all stock, honestly. Stock other than the intake and the sniper system. But it's got some nice, good pieces on here. Definitely I could use it for another project. I can buy a shell down the line and just throw this in there. But honestly, as of right now, I really have no personal vehicles that work. I have the spaghetti hauler, which works. I'd use it in a pinch if I have to. We have Rigatoni there, doesn't work, obviously. We have our Chevelle here. You guys will see more on that later on, but doesn't work. Legacy doesn't work anymore. Not even close to working yet. And I have a commuter basically, which is a Miata, which you guys may or may not have seen by this video. I'm not sure. But I really don't have anything to drive. So I need to get another vehicle up and running. The gas prices and everything, I know it's kind of stupid to be putting a big block into it, but that big block is fuel injected. It's going to get more MPGs than this one. And altogether, the Gen 6 big blocks are just where it's at. Way better parts, way easier to fuel inject because they already come fuel injected, and just more tunability. So I think the short-term goal is to obviously take all the parts and stuff and put them into the spaghetti hauler. I'll probably do an 0411 PCM swap into that while I'm doing all the engine work. And basically what that is taking the old 90s ECU out of that truck, upgrading it to what we use on the LS's, you know, early LS's, the blue and red ECU. You can basically swap all the pins, make the wiring harness fit that, and then it'll run the truck like an LS. It basically thinks it's an LS, which means we could tune it with HP tuners and all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. That'll be the short-term goal, just get it running and driving. And then later on, I would like to do a Holley Terminator system. You might think I'm crazy for wanting to do another Holley system on it, but the Terminator has been, you know, proven by many people that it is a capable system. It's definitely better than the Sniper EFI. Sorry, Holley. But, you know, that's also why it's more expensive. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Just a little update video. I'm not going to be doing anything in this video, obviously, yet. That'll be in the next one. I just wanted to give you guys an update. You know, I haven't seen you guys a little bit, and I miss you guys. So yeah, guys, that's it. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. It gets lonely around here. Facebook, you can also do that as well. Check out my website. Lots of articles there. Yeah, and you guys will be seeing me, Spagooter, Rigatoni, and a lot of other cars very soon. Just waiting on parts, waiting on money. Aren't we all? See you guys in the next one.